So I just downloaded Indus Battle Royale. As soon as I got the notification, I had pre-registered, super hyped up for it. And here's the kicker, the first thing that came out of my mouth after playing it, what is this shit? Yeah, that's my honest first impression. I was playing on the highest graphics settings available, expecting something groundbreaking. Now, before anyone jumps at me in the comments, these are just my first opinions. Consider this constructive criticism. This is the official launch of the game and I'm here to be real with you guys. I fully support the Indian gaming industry and I love the fact that more homegrown games are coming out. But just because a game is made in India doesn't mean we can't talk about its flaws. Trust me, I've criticized Warzone before too, so this is all about the truth and I'm sharing it to help the game improve. Alright, let's get into the actual gameplay. From the moment I started, at first glance, I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was playing a cheap knockoff of Apex Mobile. It has similar elements but way less polished. And you know what's worse? As I played more and more, the game started feeling like Free Fire back in 2018. And we're talking about a game launching in 2024 that feels like something from 2018. That's just not acceptable anymore. In 2024, you need to be better than that, especially in a competitive battle royale market. Let's break down the actual problems I faced during gameplay because there were quite a few. Freezes during fights. This was the most frustrating thing for me. Whenever I got into a fight, the game would just freeze. And we're talking about a battle royale where timing is everything. If the game freezes mid-fight, you're already at a huge disadvantage. It's a deal breaker. Lag when players land in the same spot. If you've ever played a battle royale, you know how crazy it gets when 5-10 players land in the same location. But in Indus, the game would just get stuck. It's like the game engine can't handle multiple players landing together. That's a massive issue that needs fixing. Crashes on iPads. I saw my friends was playing on an iPad and let me tell you, it crashed multiple times. This should not be happening, especially for a newly launched game with so much hype around it. Sensitivity issues. Sensitivity felt weirdly delayed. You know how in games like COD Mobile you want to be able to quickly flick and adjust your aim? Well, here it feels sluggish, like there's a delay between my input and the game's response. That's just not good for a fast-paced shooter. FPS drops. This was constant. The frame rate would drop in the middle of matches, especially during more intense moments. It ruins the experience because you're trying to aim or track an enemy and the game just chugs along. Graphics. Honestly, for a 2024 release, these graphics are very underwhelming. Everything looks bland and outdated. There's no detail that pulls you into the world or makes you want to explore it. The visuals are such a huge part of what makes a battle royale engaging, and right now Indus falls flat here. Movement mechanics. The movement in the game also feels off. It's clunky and doesn't have that smooth, fluid feel that you get in well-optimized games like Apex or even Free Fire. We need better movement mechanics to make the game feel responsive. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. The sustainability of Indus as a game. Right now, the game doesn't feel like it's built to attract a dedicated player base for casual play. It seems like players will only hop on for tournaments or cash prize events. In its current state, I just can't see Indus pulling in regular daily players for the fun of it. Why? Because it's not delivering the kind of tactical shooter experience we expect in 2024. People aren't going to be playing this because of the graphics or the mechanics. They'll only be here for the money. Once the tournaments are over, I predict the player base will drop off significantly, and that's not sustainable for a game. Here's something I need to address. Yes, it's amazing that this game is made in India. I'm proud of the Indian gaming industry and I want to see it grow. But just being made in India cannot be your only selling point. Players aren't going to give you a pass just because it's local. At the end of the day, people will judge you based on the product itself, and right now the product is not up to standard. The game feels empty, it's lacking depth, and the graphics are basic at best. I have seen a lot of hype around Indus just because of its origin, but we can't fall into the trap of overhyping something when the product isn't there yet. This kind of feedback is important for the devs to hear, so they can make the game better. Now, I don't want to sound entirely negative because there's still hope. This is the start of the game, it's early days and there's potential for improvement. Maybe in the future we'll get better textures, proper optimization, gun mechanics that actually feel satisfying, and maps that are fun to explore. But as it stands, the game needs major updates across the board, whether it's movement, graphics, or just overall polish. So the big question, would I recommend playing Indus right now? As a content creator, sure, I will probably check it out for the sake of content. It has potential for fun videos, breakdowns, and updates, But if I'm being real, when I just want to relax and play a good battle royale, I'm still going to pick Free Fire over this. Indus is just not there yet. So that's my honest review of Indus Battle Royale. I want to know what you guys think. Have you played it yet? Do you agree with what I said or do you have a different experience? Let me know in the comments. By the way, please don't subscribe expecting more Indus content anytime soon because I honestly don't see myself making more videos on this game in the near future.